Bradshaw's reaction added to the mystery. He glanced behind him, suggesting that someone in the crowd might have shouted something offensive, prompting the producers to mute his mic. However, this was just the beginning of the audio issues that would plague the broadcast. The muting continues. Strahan and Gronkowski silenced. Following Bradshaw's muted moment, the audio problems persisted. Rob Gronkowski, the former New England Patriots tight end known for his energetic and humorous commentary, was the next to experience technical difficulties. As Gronkowski began to share his thoughts on the upcoming games, his microphone also cut out, leaving fans once again in the dark. Michael Strahan, who was next in line to speak, faced the same issue. Strahan, a Super Bowl champion and one of the most recognizable faces in sports media, was providing his analysis of the Eagles-Commanders matchup when his microphone abruptly went silent. This interruption was particularly frustrating for viewers, as Strahan's insights are highly valued by fans. The repeated audio cuts left many wondering whether the issue was due to unruly fans in the stadium or technical problems with the broadcast equipment. Fan reactions, frustration and speculation. The audio issues did not go unnoticed by viewers, who took to social media to express their frustration. Many fans pointed out that this was not the first time Fox Sports had experienced technical difficulties during their NFL broadcasts. Some speculated that the problems were due to poor audio balancing, while others blamed the network's production team for failing to address recurring issues. One fan tweeted, "The audio bug on NFL for the second week in a row sums up how their production has been this season." Another viewer commented, "Yet again the broadcast volume is out of balance on NFL. Broadcasters can hardly hear, and the crowd volume is too high." These complaints highlight a growing dissatisfaction among fans who feel that the quality of the broadcast is not meeting expectations. Was it censorship or technical difficulties? The repeated muting of the analysts' microphones has sparked a debate about the root cause of the problem. While some believe that the audio cuts were the result of censors intervening to block inappropriate comments from fans in the stadium, others argue that the issues were purely technical. The fact that multiple analysts experienced the same problem suggests that the latter explanation may be more plausible. However, the possibility of censorship cannot be entirely ruled out. Live sports broadcasts are often unpredictable, and producers must be prepared to handle unexpected situations, such as fans shouting offensive language. In such cases, muting the microphones is a standard practice to maintain the integrity of the broadcast. Bradshaw's reaction, glancing behind him as if someone in the crowd had caused the interruption, adds weight to this theory. The bigger picture. A pattern of problems. This incident is not an isolated one for Fox Sports. Over the past few seasons, the network has faced criticism for various production issues during their NFL broadcasts. From audio imbalances to camera malfunctions, these technical difficulties have become a recurring theme, leading some fans to question whether the network is adequately prepared to handle the demands of live sports coverage. The frustration is compounded by the fact that fans tune in not only to watch the games, but also to hear the expert analysis provided by the network's star-studded lineup of analysts. When technical issues prevent these analysts from sharing their insights, it detracts from the overall viewing experience and leaves fans feeling shortchanged. Strahan's role in the broadcast. Michael Strahan's presence on the broadcast adds an extra layer of significance to the incident. As a former NFL player and one of the most respected figures in sports media, Strahan brings a unique perspective to the analysis. His ability to break down complex plays and provide thoughtful commentary has made him a fan favorite, and his muted moments during the broadcast were particularly disappointing for viewers. Strahan's dual role as a Good Morning America host and Fox Sports analyst also highlights the challenges of balancing multiple high-profile jobs. While he has proven himself capable of excelling in both roles, incidents like this serve as a reminder of the pressures and unpredictability of live television. The impact on fans. For fans, the audio issues were more than just a minor inconvenience. They were a source of frustration.
Good Morning America
host Michael Strahan was part of a broadcast this past weekend, and things didn't quite go well for him or his partners. It seems that a lot of what Michael had to say was silenced, and he wasn't able to properly deliver the comments that he had in mind. Here's what happened and what fans had to say about the continued issues. Michael Strahan silenced on television appearance. This past weekend, Michael Strahan was working with his Fox Sports co-hosts during the NFL playoffs. The weekend's playoffs had some interesting matchups, as the Philadelphia Eagles battled the upstart Washington Commanders, while the Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs had yet another championship battle. The lineup included Strahan with Jimmy Johnson, Howie Long, Rob Gronkowski, and Terry Bradshaw. However, while the men were trying to talk about the Eagles and Commanders prepared to battle, many fans couldn't hear much of what Strahan and his co-hosts had to say about the upcoming game and the playoffs in general. It all started with Bradshaw. He discussed the Chiefs' struggles with several wide receivers, Xavier Worthy, Juju Smith-Schuster, and DeAndre Hopkins, not getting many receptions in the playoffs. After this, he began to try to say more. However, his microphone went silent, and his words went unheard by fans. It was very confusing. Usually, silences like this mean that a person said something the censors caught or someone in the background said something. Bradshaw did glance behind him when this happened, so it is likely someone in the crowd yelled something obscene. The muting continued with Michael Strahan. If this was the case, then it continued on with the rest of the conversation. When Gronkowski began to talk, his mic went silent as well for some of his comments about the teams. Michael Strahan was next. His mic also cut out for several moments when he was giving his analysis of the upcoming games. While it might have been an unruly fan who caused the censors to hit the mute button, many fans felt it was Fox and problems with the audio. Whether there were audio issues, as the fans claimed, or if it was censors muting the mix, thanks to unruly fans in the stands, it feels like fans are getting tired of missing out on what the Hall of Fame players had to say. What are your thoughts on the audio issues with Michael Strahan and company? Let us know in the comments below. Michael Strahan's muted moments, a breakdown of the NFL playoffs broadcast controversy. This past weekend, Good Morning America host and former NFL star Michael Strahan found himself at the center of an unexpected controversy during a live broadcast. Strahan, who is also a prominent analyst for Fox Sports, was part of the network's coverage of the NFL playoffs. However, the broadcast did not go as smoothly as planned, leaving fans frustrated and sparking a wave of speculation about what went wrong. Strahan and his co-hosts faced repeated audio issues, with their microphones cutting out at critical moments, silencing their insights and analysis. This incident has since become a hot topic among sports fans, with many questioning whether the problem was due to technical difficulties or external interference. The setting: NFL Playoffs Weekend. The NFL playoffs are one of the most anticipated events in American sports, drawing millions of viewers eager to watch the best teams battle for a spot in the Super Bowl. This past weekend's matchups were particularly exciting, featuring high-stakes games such as the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Washington Commanders and the Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs. These games were not only crucial for the teams involved, but also for fans who were eager to hear expert analysis from some of the most respected voices in football. Fox Sports assembled an all-star lineup of analysts for the broadcast, including Michael Strahan, Jimmy Johnson, Howie Long, Rob Gronkowski, and Terry Bradshaw. This group of Hall of Famers and legendary players is known for their insightful commentary and lively banter, making them a fan favorite. However, during this particular broadcast, their expertise was overshadowed by persistent audio issues that left viewers frustrated and confused. The incident: muted microphones and missed moments. The problems began when Terry Bradshaw, a veteran analyst and former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback, was discussing the Kansas City Chiefs' struggles in the playoffs. Bradshaw highlighted the team's challenges with their wide receivers, specifically mentioning Xavier Worthy, Juju Smith-Schuster, and DeAndre Hopkins, who had not been performing up to expectations. As Bradshaw continued to elaborate, his microphone suddenly cut out, leaving viewers unable to hear his analysis. This sudden silence was jarring and led to immediate speculation. In live broadcasts, such audio cuts are often attributed to censors intervening when inappropriate language or comments are detected.